I'm J-Neps MMA. This is my instant reaction on UFC Fight Night Vegas 104. Marvin Vettori versus the Roman Dolidze. What a card, dude. Card of the underdogs, baby. The underdogs came, they saw, they conquered. WMMA knockouts in this card. We had 2 Kimura finishes on this card, which was nuts. I think this was like one of the best Apex cards like out there. I wish this was in front of a crowd. Maybe Marvin Vettori or Dolidze would have got knocked out. But let's get on to that main event, man, because kind of sloppy striking from some ranked middleweights. I couldn't believe it, but you know, it happens, bro. It happens. But Roman Dolidze gets the dub. I picked Roman Dolidze to win. He won 49-46 on all the judges' card. I gave the first round to Marvin though. I think he had more striking. He had better leg kicks. I know Dolidze started off fast. It could have gone either way that round, so it didn't really matter. Second round was Roman Dolidze though. Roman Dolidze started cooking up on the feet. He started piecing up Marvin a little bit. Third round though, that was all Marvin Vettori. Marvin Vettori had Dolidze hurt, dude. He hit him with a counter left, and Roman Dolidze looked like he was hurt. Looked like he was about to get out of there, but Marvin Vettori, both of these guys have horrendous striking. Dolidze was out here throwing a jab and like a back fist, and I'm like, here, like, brother, you need to go to I don't know where to learn how to strike, because Jesus, it doesn't matter. Both of these guys ranked middleweights, that horrendous, but whatever. Fourth round, Dolidze lands a spinning elbow. A spinning elbow that lands on Vettori's "Here comes the Crimson Chin," and this guy did not fall, surprisingly. Vettori has the most ultimate chin. He will go down as the best chin in UFC history. The man gets cracked, and he still looks at you and smiles. But fifth round, I feel like Dolidze just took it. He had more activity out there. Marvin wasn't really throwing like that. Sloppy fight. Dolidze wins though. He calls out he like wants a top 5 opponent. I'm like, brother, you're not getting a top 5 opponent after this, brother. I don't even know how I don't even know, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They made Anthony Lionheart-Smith look good after this fight, bro. At least like Lionheart-Smith is a little bit more technical on the feet. These guys just looked horrendous on the feet. Great win by Dolidze though. We move on, bro, because there's way better fights on this card, way better finishes. But we have Niokuani versus Zaleski dos Santos. I picked Zaleski dos Santos to win. I thought he was gonna get it done, but it wasn't his night. Niokuani did miss weight, but he just looked really good out there. He has really good Muay Thai. He got Zaleski dos Santos in the clinch a lot, and in the second round he lands like 2 elbows. The second one is the one that really landed on dos Santos. He drops him, gets the finish. He calls out for like any ranked opponent, but I don't think getting a win over Zaleski dos Santos gets you a ranked opponent. But good win by Niokuani. We move on, dude. That was just a good finish. I wasn't really like, whatever. This fight was this fight right here. The feature fight was whatever. I found it a little bit horrendous. I still picked Alexander Hernandez to win, and he got the dub though. Kurt Holback did look good in like the beginning of this fight though. He was just going after Hernandez. Even though Hernandez was like a little bit faster, more technical on the feet. But Hernandez still pulls the dub. It was a close fight, I think, but Hernandez in the third round just controlled Holback, and he gets the win. Alexander Hernandez getting wins against old heads at lightweight. I guess that's what the UFC is doing. But we move on, brother. We move on. Damon Blackshear. What in the... Oh my goodness, brother. This guy... I don't know if this guy... like went to Dagestani, or I don't know where this man's been grappling at, where he's been rolling. But dude... Twister submission, and he gets a Kimura on Cody Gibson. That was crazy. He did start off the fight super slow. He did say that he kind of overate when he was rehydrating in the rehydration process. Cody Gibson started off fast, and I was like, oh man, what's wrong with Damon Blackshear? Usually he's the one that's like ready to go. But every single time that Cody Gibson like looked like he was gonna like take control of this fight, Damon Blackshear would just take him down, control him. And finally in the second round, just had the crucifix. Just, I don't know, dude. He just looked really good. And he gets the Kimura on Cody Gibson. Crazy win by Damon Blackshear. He's super good, dude. I think he needs to just... I think we need to see him fight better opponents now. Like, he's been getting good wins already. I want to see him fight, like, a name already. Stop giving him some old heads. Guys that are going to get cut from the UFC. His last fight against Cody Stamann, he beat him really easily. That guy's not in the UFC no more. Cody Gibson is probably not going to be in the UFC anymore. I want to see Damon Blackshear, you know, get a good opponent. I know his last good opponent was Montrell Jackson, and he got knocked out in like 19 seconds. But still a good win by Damon Blackshear, though. We move on down to the next fight of this card, dude. What a win by Brendanson Roberto. Wow, I couldn't believe it. Was it him? What was it him that got the Kimura finish, or was it Damon Blackshear? I don't even remember now. Brendanson Roberto. Actually, gonna have to check it out. Did he win by? It was him who won by Kimura too. Brendanson Roberto winning by Kimura was crazy. Nurgazayev, I'm not even gonna say his name right because the mother liquor missed weight by like 5 pounds, brother, and just looked like crap out there, dude. He really did. Brendanson Roberto, getting a Kimura finish on this guy, that was crazy. I couldn't believe it. I was like jumping out of my chair. I was like, brother, I was like, we don't see Kimuras nowadays, and to see it at like heavyweight was kind of insane. Brendanson Roberto gets a really good win though. He gets the Kimura in the second round. I ain't gonna lie, Dinyar Nagurnov phase or whatever, just a bad debut, man. You can't be missing weight and then you lose like that. But great job at Brendanson Roberto taking this guy's O. We move on down to the next fight of the card. My boy, Kevin Vallejos, baby, representing the Latin community and Argentina. I picked him to win. He gets the dub, bro. He gets the dub super quick in the first round. Landed an overhand right against Woo Choi. I know Woo Choi has no chin, brother. That thing is made out of glass, bro. The thinnest glass you can find, that's his chin. And he gets the win, and he gets the debut win. He has like a little clean backflip at the end to celebrate. But he calls out Gene Silva, and brother, you're going to have to do a lot more to get Gene Silva. But it's nice to see him in the UFC. He's young. He's 23. There's a lot of guys now in the UFC that are coming up that are young, like a Joshua Van. I don't know how he's still not ranked, but whatever. We're not going to talk about that. Great win by Vallejos, though. I can't wait to see his next fight. I want to see him fight in like 3 months, brother. Get back out there. Get back out there, baby. You got time. You got time. But we move on. Waldo Acosta versus Ryan Spann. I picked Ryan Spann to win this fight, and brother, you was just trash. I did want Cortez to win. I wanted Cortez Acosta to win, so I wasn't really mad. El Dominicano, que lo que es, he got the win, baby. But Ryan Spann looked like dog water out there. Cortez Acosta did commit a little bit of fouls out there, but at the end, bro, Ryan Spann just did not have the striking. Both guys were swinging like crazy, and Cortez was just landing the better shots, eventually getting Ryan Spann out of there. Great win by my Dominicano. We got the win. We move on down to the next fight of the card. We have Song Yong Yu, or I Sung Yu. I like I Sung Yu versus AJ Cunningham. Well, he stunned AJ Cunningham. Wasn't a crazy good performance out there. He kind of wanted the finish or whatever, but he still went out there and did his thing. Out grappled AJ Cunningham. Had the way cleaner shots on the feet. He just looked okay out there for, you know, his second fight in the UFC, because Road to UFC, I think it counts as a UFC fight. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. AJ Cunningham, get out of Arkansas. Get out of Arkansas, buddy. But good win by Sung Yu or I Sung Yu. I like I Sung Yu a lot more. But we move on down to the next fight of the card. We have Carlos Vera pulling off probably the craziest upset of this card against Josiah Musasa. I picked Josiah. I'm pretty sure everybody and their moms picked Josiah Musasa to win. And brother, Carlos Vera went out there in the first round and pulled a Leon Edwards. He threw the hook, disguised it with a head kick, or I don't even think he'd even disguise it. I think he just threw it just to throw it, but he threw it. It landed on Musasas. That man crumbles to the ground, and I'm like, oh my god, you're leaving your chin exposed against a submission, a grappler guy. Come on. Submission, not even a submission expert. I was going to glaze this guy for no reason, but a grappler. Vera grabs the chin. Musasas taps. Brother, if you had Carlos Vera for the win, especially for a missed submission, bro, you probably got hella money. But, great win by Carlos Vera, dude. Calls out Bisping saying, you said my striking was shit, and I went out there and kicked him in the head and got the submission. So, good job by Carlos Vera getting a win, keeping his UFC career alive. Josiah Musasas just got fraud checked and his O taken away, which is kind of crazy. But, yeah. Next fight on the card. My girl Sam Hughes got the dub. She wins by split decision. She did really good against Stephanie Lucindo. She just mixed it up with the grappling, and she was just a little bit more gritty on the feet. And I knew she was gonna just fraud check this chick. This chick has fought like the same girl last 2 times, and like, you're not really gonna improve like that. Getting a win against Alito or whatever her name is, I really don't care. But Sam Hughes, dude, she's a proven vet in the game, bro. And she's been fraud checking these girls, bro. She's like the Christian Rodriguez of the women's division, fraud checking all these prospects, dude. Great win by Sam Hughes. We move on to the next fight of the card. Or we move down. We have Daniel Borez versus Andre Lima. I picked Andre Lima to win. He gets the dub. He was basically smoking Borez for the first 2 rounds, and he finally got the rear naked choke. Gets his first finish in the UFC. That does not have to do with like him getting bit in the arm, but great win by Andre Lima. We move on. Josiah Nunez versus Priscilla Cachoeira. Yo, the women's, these girls, these 2 started off the card amazing, brother, amazing. I didn't pick Priscilla, but I really wanted her to win. She represents hometown, Miami MMA Masters. She went out there, landed a nasty uppercut that just crumbled Nunez, dropped her, knocked her all. I think just Josiane Nunez is gonna get cut, dude. That's like 3 L's in a row, and you're like super short for the bantamweight division. But Priscilla getting a nice KO win to revive her career and stay in the UFC, hopefully. And to cap it off, I picked Carly Judice to get the win, and in basically no time, she lands the nastiest head kick I've ever seen. Splacks Josiane, I mean, not even Josiane, let me say it right because I'm Hispanic. Unesis Duben, she smacks her with the head with a head kick. Nasty, crumbles her, gets the win. I did pretty good in picks. 8-6 on the card. But just a really fun Apex card, bro. Really fun Apex card. Best one that I've seen probably in a while. But yeah, that's my instant reaction on this card. I'm GNEPS MMA. Like and subscribe. I'm out.